Oh, the world's fall apart and we've lost the game. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome to another enthralling episode of the Sunday Club at the Leeds House. I'm James and I am on my own for the time being. Kevin will be joining us later on. It's going to come on and just be there, hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, a few things to talk about. Obviously, there's going to be the game yesterday. That didn't go very good. It wasn't a very good game for us. The transfer window is closing minute by minute. We're getting edging and we're not seeing much there. And yeah, and we'll probably talk about a little bits and bobs as well. So welcome, like. I will learn to talk properly one day. I promise you. Like, subscribe, comment, get your thoughts in, get some questions in. I ask you every week, and we are joined by the lovely. You might as well be a part of this show. It's Ina. Evening, Ina. How you doing, mate? Yeah. So the first matter that we need to discuss, unfortunately, is this little bad boy. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 4, which in years gone by, this has been a familiar sight for a lot of Leeds fans, having Arsenal come to Elland Road, sticking a few goals past us. There has been the odd occasion where we've pulled off the unthinkable and, stopped them winning the league, and there was that dream that was going to be something that was going to happen yesterday. We would give them a little kick and say, you're not going to make this league an easy victory for you. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be yesterday. It was. Do you know what? Like I've seen a lot of people's reactions, and is it as it could be expected when Leeds United lose games? It's very much the whole world's burning and everyone's garbage, and we need to change everything and blah blah blah. I did go to that game yesterday, and to be honest with you, the what I can take from the game yesterday, the main point that I can take from yesterday is that they were just absolutely faultless at defending. They gave us nothing, and we struggled, and it didn't help when we give the goals away that we give. And I've watched the goals back. I thought it yesterday. I'm gonna be hypercritical again of our keeping situation. To have 4 keepers in your club, and not have a real standout performing one is a bit of a shitter. I have to admit. We'll get onto the keepers anyway. So they've scored from a free header in the box, which again is a defending mishap, sort of straight down his throat, the keeper's throat. Again, like I say, hypercritically, maybe save it. He probably saves a harder one later on in the game when we're already 3-0 down. I think he should save it. The second goal, I mean, if you've seen that second goal, when you're playing against a team that has 50% of their goals have come from set pieces. So they work on set pieces. And they've scored a lot of goals from them. That they didn't work on that second goal that they scored. That wasn't their plan for Darlow to be Darlow. Or maybe they did work on it and go, it's Darlow. So just get it near him and it'll go in. It was, I would say that's a generous description of the second goal. At first, because obviously I was there and I didn't see it live, because of how it happened, I was hoping there was some sort of VAR ruling, but you can't VAR against your own players. Calvert-Lewin was sort of in front of him, and it's like, I don't know if there's been a shout or there's been no shout or there's been a bit of confusion because it looked like maybe he could have headed it away, but then maybe was it just a little bit too high? But yeah, it is bad. And then I thought second half we come out and we showed a lot of impetus. We had a lot of the ball when we first come out second half. You almost felt like if we scored in that moment, it could have really changed how the game sort of went a little bit. But they gave us absolutely nothing. So it was, and then they just go down, have a little break, whip across in. Bogle was just more concerned about holding on to Gyökeres rather than trying to defend the ball, which again is just bad decision making from me. Another easy goal to concede. And then again, it's like sort of right at Darlow. And I mean, again, I've just got an opinion about what sort of keeper that you need in the Premier League season. And it's one that can save these types of, not save all of them, but we're having none of them saved. Do you know what I mean? And I think Darlow, I don't rate him. I haven't rated him. I think we should have stuck with Perry. I'll get onto the keeper anyway. And then the last goal is probably the only goal where I think, yeah, it's a good goal, good finish. You know, he makes a bit of space. Strauch's on him, and you think he's got him. He's got Jesus. Probably should have scored a few minutes before that. But Strauch's on him. You think he's got him. He just makes half a yard of space and just bends it into the bottom corner. That was a good goal. I don't really blame the keeper for that one. But yeah, so that's how the game went. It's like I don't think Arsenal were amazing in the game in terms of the gameplay and how they approached the box. I mean, they've got a system in which they try and get crosses in a lot, so they try and get as many corners as they bloody can, and they do that well. But we weren't ever really cut open. I think it sounds going to sound mental, but for a lot of the set pieces that come in, and they had a fair few, we defended them quite well. We were getting first headers on the ball. The keeper definitely did. Keeper looked scared, mate. Yeah, we were defending quite well because none of the goals directly come from a set piece, apart from the one that went straight in from a set piece where the keeper should have stopped it. The first one was we've sort of half cleared our lines a little bit, and they've just regurgitated the ball back out to the wing, and then one of the smallest players scores a header, Zubamende, on the pitch, free. Just bad mistakes. Yeah, so as much as their set pieces are a problem, for a lot of it, we coped quite well with them. Yeah, just not a good day at the office in both boxes for us. I mean, in their box, I don't necessarily put that down to us lacking. I think they were just superior. You have these days, you have these games where you come up against a really well organised team, and they are one of the best defensive teams. They're top of the league, and we really have to take that into account. We can't let the result yesterday against the team sort of take away from how we've majority played this season? Because I think we've coped pretty well. We've played a lot of good football this season, and I think there'll be teams that we play against that will be able to beat, and we won't have the quality that we're playing against. So, yeah, 4-0, just better in both boxes. Yeah, so I'll touched on it a minute ago. Porky's, when Kev comes on, I'll get his opinion of the game and stuff. Anyway, if there's anyone else watching apart from Arna and you, Arna, just give me your little overviews of the game if you watched it and how you felt about it. Because I know there's a lot of reactionary sort of fans that just see the result, see, they look at the transfer window, they look at certain players that we play, and it's just the same old tropes that come out. So just let me know what you think. So yeah, the keeping situation. Do you know what? I don't think I would have put Darlow in over Perry. I've played him in the FA Cup, fine. I think I would have just kept with Perry, because now you're in a position where you've lost confidence in your number one. You took him out of the team, and now it's almost like, oh, what do you do now? Because I don't think Dallow's a number one keeper. Standard, average backup keeper, comes in and does a job at times, and comes in when there's not a lot of pressure on him, and not many shots at him. Because when there's shots at him, you concede 4 goals. But I would have kept Perry in. First season in the Premier League. Yes, I think he's got a lot to learn still. I think there's a lot of improvement from him, but I think he catches that ball from the corner, for instance. Whether he's quick enough to save any of the other shots, I don't know. But that's that second one, because when you're playing against a team like Arsenal and then you can see the type of goal that we did in that second, it really just makes you go, what? This is hard enough as it is. And then to give that goal away, it just really, it just makes things even harder. So I would have kept Perry in and just let him work through his shit. Taking him out was probably the wrong call for me, but I understand why there was that. I don't think he was a fuck keeper. I think we all know that and can make that assumption. Maybe he was given him as a substitute for maybe a keeper he actually wanted. But now we find ourselves in a position where we've actually got 4 keepers, and none of them are any good, or supposedly none of them are any good. I mean, I've got my opinions on Darlow. I've got my opinions on Meslier as well. I think in Meslier, I think there's a good keeper in there, but confidence-wise, he's gone. Probably a move away from him is needed. But with Perry, I think, again, I'm not writing him off too much. I think he just needs to improve his movement. I think he needs to be, his reactions need to be improved on. And I mean, can you teach that? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can if you work on it. Because he has got some attributes. Like I say, he can catch a ball in a box, which is something that two of our keepers have struggled to do with. Not really mentioning Cairns, to be fair, because he hasn't really been given a shot. I mean, maybe he comes in next. Maybe he comes in for a little spell. I don't think he will, though. Yeah, it just puts us in a real bad position now, because I don't see us going out and spending any money or getting another keeper in. You have 5 keepers unless you get rid of one. But no one wants our keepers because they're all shit. So we're in a really tricky position now of like what we do. And I think there's an element of why we try and restrict chances, because when they get them, we get punished. So the keeping situation for me, I just think we just go back to Perry and just stick with him now until the end of the season, and just go like, right, we need to just hope that he, like I said, there'll be there'll be teams that we play against that won't cause as much problems as a team like Arsenal, Forest next week at home. So that'll be one. But yeah, I think stick Perry in, stick him in, and just leave him in there now. Darlow, you can play the FA Cup. You can play in that next round against Birmingham, and maybe get knocked down, not play again. But just stick with Perry for now. I think he's the best of a bad bunch, if I'm being honest. I know people rate Darlow more than Perry, but I'm not having that second goal. You're a professional goalkeeper. That's just terrible. It's bad. It's so bad. So bad. What do you think? What do you think in the goalkeeping department, guys? Do you think we should invest in another keeper? Or just, take my advice last week and go and find JLS and put them all in goal. Let's have 4 keepers in. Bucket. Let's see what you guys have. Epstein is a safer pair of hands than our keepers. And he's dead, apparently. So that says a lot, doesn't it? I agree with you about Perry. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. And Kev's going to be 5 mins, guys. So get ready. Just joined in. Did I miss anything, James? Stick with Perry. Yeah, I just went over the Arsenal game, mate, and just gave a little brief overview of it. I'll get into some more talking points about it. We're just on the keepers now, which you're up to date with. So yeah, stick with Perry. For you as well, Fergal, and yay, Kevin from Honor. Yeah, just if you want Fergal, Honor, just talk. How do you think the game actually went? Like, if you're taking it from a point of view as we're a newly promoted team, competed well for a lot of the season. We played against a top team. We've come unstuck against a really good defensive team, and they've capitalised on some poor defending and keeping. So give your opinions. Fucking Spurs. I mean, it's a draw, mate. It's a draw. They're still teetering, and they always play well against Man City. They beat them earlier in the season. Tottenham they've got a little turn up for Man City, so don't worry about them too much. They're still very shit. The bozo is like I said last week, mate. I haven't forgiven him for Salford when he made the perfect size hole in his arm for the balls to go through. I can't do it. I can't do it. What else we got on here? So yeah, touched on it a minute ago and in the overview. I think this is where the game was won yesterday. I know they've scored 4 goals and it sounds really, really mental. But they absolutely nullified us yesterday in terms of attack. And Gabriel didn't give Dominic Calvert-Lewin anything. Didn't give him anything. He won, I think, 1 header that I can remember. They were really good defensively, and people are talking about playing 2 up front, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin was isolated because he didn't get the ball. Even if he had someone with him, he did not get the ball. Gabriel pretty much beat him to most headers, apart from one where he sort of hipped him in, and we should have got a free kick from it. But they were phenomenal defensively. That we didn't muster a single shot on target until the second half, and it was a stroke, little tap down header to the keeper. That was it. But they were phenomenal defensively, and we're talking about long ball. It weren't just long ball. There were times when we were getting the ball down and knocking it and would break, but they were so quick to close the spaces down and shut off any sort of avenues for us. Aronson was almost doubled up on trebled up on at times. They really did well to stop us attacking in any form. And when your attack is done, I mean, and then you've given away the goals that were given away, it was always going to be difficult. But they were just a really good defensive team. And that's where I think they won the game yesterday. And it sounds mental to say because they scored 4 goals, but that's where they won that game. Because I think if that second half, the way we come out, the way we sort of had the impetus, and the crowd were up for it, and we dominated the ball for a bit of a period, and we were putting them under a little bit of pressure, but not one real good opportunity to score. And they were really good at it, and they just needed to weather it, which they did. And then they break, get a little cross in where Bogle was trying to read Gorkaras's name on his back of his shirt and hold it instead of watching where the ball is. But that's where I think the game was won yesterday. Their superior defensive display was really, really good. Let's see what you guys have saying. Kevin's here. Kevin is here. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. It's nice to have you, mate.
Hello.
Hello. Just going to quickly get these up, and then I'll get your opinion of the game yesterday. I know we totally lost the plot. Gave them too much respect. The game was lost at minute 1. I mean, that's a take, yeah. Firk is an assistant manager of Daniel Fark. His name's John Firk. Made the wrong change at the back. Should have stayed with the 3. We started with two attacking players, and totally agree with the club with regard to sticking with value of JSL. Palace are no great shakes. I think Fark would have played Mecha along. I do as well, mate. And that's the thing as well. When we've got a very sort of small squad, and they're not big injuries where you can sort of go in and say that we need all these new players. We do need new players, but I think they're trying to be a bit more sort of frugal with their money and stuff. Yeah, Kev. So if you want to, I've had a little chat about the Arsenal game. What's your view on it, and how did you take it?
It's like I felt like I was being pegged. To be honest, mate, it was horrible just watching that
Did
game.
you in goal for Leeds?
I wish I was, mate. I think I would have saved something. I reckon I'd have done better than them. And I am overweight. Do you know what I mean? I'd have definitely done better than them. It was painful. It was painful.
Broomstick in there. It was.
Yeah, it was painful. I mean, do you know? Obviously, I saw it as a free hit. Okay, I'm not going to lie, but I've just thought we could ruffle these up a bit today. We could get amongst it. We can not let them win everything aerially like they normally do. We could just get out from minute 1 and just show them what we can do as a team, especially at Elland Road. I thought, we could upset these guys here. And then I would probably just agree with Einar from the first minute. I just thought, nah. Do you know what I mean? Nah. just nah. It just showed them too much respect. They couldn't beat the first man with a cross. I swear, I don't think I saw one go over the first man the majority of the game. It was horrible to watch. Horrible. It was just timid. It just weren't us. And I swear, if we play like that against Forest, we're getting done in again. That's what I think, yeah. Oh God.
See, like watching it from I don't think that. I think they were just better than us, because we were giving it on, we were sticking on, and we were getting into early tackles. That first half, Gorkarez had a fucking nightmare. Like Roden and Stroud.
Championship standard, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's not a very good striker. He's a flop. He's not very good.
The point is, you're saying that they were giving them to respect, and we weren't. They were just better than us. Like we were trying. They weren't, like I said, we were going long at times. We were trying to play it through them, but they were just on it from they matched us physically. They matched us in terms of their running, and when that happens, as we know, when the same happened with Bielsa, if we were being matched all over the park by a better quality of team, we come unstuck and we come hard. It became hard for us. And when we weren't getting any inroads into an attacking sense at all, well, that's on the floor and going long, because DCL was dominated the whole game. Even if he had like people going, we should have played two up front. Even if there was a player up there with him and we was going long to him, he was losing every single header, every single one he was losing. But like I said, it wasn't nice to watch, but I could watch it and I could appreciate the fact that these are better than us. It's not like we're not trying. Yes, there could have been a few. Like I think it might have been a little bit different if we had a Biol in there, and if we did have a Metcher up there, it might have added a little bit something different to us. But like I say, when we're being outdone by how we usually play, by a better standard of play and a better standard of team, it's always going to be hard. But I do think if we'd have managed to, even if it was a fucking fluke little nick and own goal at the start of that second half, I think the way that, because the crowd were really, we were fucking absolutely behind them. And I think if we got that goal, it then just sends a little bit of a uneasiness, and it could have been, could have changed something in the game. But they just weathered it, and like I said, we didn't have any decent attempts on their goal. The Ampadu one right at the start when he's had a shot and it's just went over, and then a Strauch header that was crap. But yeah, that's generally my opinion. Like I said, I agree. Like you say, it's a free hit. It's more hopeful that we go out and beat Arsenal when they're top of the league and they're the best team in Europe, even though the Champions League shit at the moment. I don't like it. Yeah, it's just a shame when you get humbled like that. When you get humbled by a much sort of better quality of team. Let's see what these guys are saying. Yeah, 4-0. Yeah, and that's what you get when you've got Darlow in goal and some questionable defence. The club really screwed me. I work a lot with Arse fans. Calling in sick tomorrow, for fuck's sake. Arse fans. What clubs do you go to, mate? Bank holiday on tomorrow, so I can enjoy the last few hours of the transfer window. Right, yeah, so let's get on to that, actually. Oh, before I get on to that, actually, I want to get this up because, as you all know, as you can know, Kev, as well, I had a pretty good run stemming back from when me and you went to watch Leeds lose to Birmingham and Leroy Lita scored that goal all them years ago. So that's the last time I watched us lose. And yesterday, unfortunately, my run has come to an end. The most stinging part of it is that I took my lad to watch his first game at Elland Road, and he had to watch that. And we didn't get to score a goal, and he didn't get to hear the crowd and stuff. So that was the saddest thing for me, that he didn't get to at least see us score a goal. But yeah, my run's over, guys. So I'm never going again. No, I'll go again. But yeah, I'll get onto this now, actually, because it's an important subject that we need to talk about, and it's the transfer window is closing, and it's closing fast, and we are not buying anyone unless we get a keeper. Yeah. What you reckon, Kev? What do you reckon, mate? You reckon we're going to get anyone, or is it going to be another dud?
Well, we're not sleeping, are we? We never sleep as a football club. You know that. The club are always awake when it comes to the
He does contracts in the sleep, remember? So he's always sleeping.
Yeah, he does that. It just obviously, maybe it's not football's his cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's not his forte. Do I see us doing anything tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think we probably just end up getting somebody on loan. I'm telling you, you know that what's that team in the one at Pro Agmarate owns a team in Scotland, Rangers, yeah? They're going after this lad from Southampton, right? Hear me out, yeah. Hear me out. I bet you we end up signing like Cameron Archer tomorrow. Bet you. I bet you, mate.
Oh.
Nah, I don't know. Do you know what? I hope we do. I really do. I've just got a feeling we're going to end up with somebody on loan, like one of Chelsea's centre backs, Disassi or something like that. I know if he could, he might be going to West Ham, but just something like that. I feel like we might do, or like a fringe player from another team. That's all I can see us doing. Us putting up 40 million for Strand Larson. I mean, I don't know if he's a 40 million pound player. I know he had a good season last year. Newcastle tried to buy him for a lot of money, but I mean, 50 million for a guy who scored one league goal all season. I agree with the club not to be paying that sort of money for a player. However, if they've got 40 million, then why can't they go out and get a new goalkeeper and like, I don't know, a half decent player like for that money? Two players. Do you know what I mean? I know it's two wage bills and it's stuff like that, and we have to think about PSR and the possibility that you never know. You could think if the worst comes to worst at the end of the season. I'm not going to say the R word, but obviously there's a lot of thinking and stuff like that. But I mean, all these other teams, I've not forgotten to sign about 73 players in 3 years. They never got done. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, they lost 2 points.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we're 6 points ahead.
Yeah. Not them though. We're joint now with them. Well, okay. Here's a better question.
I've got 6 points to West Ham. We'll just fucking go at it, mate. Get relegated, get my dock 2 points. Those new players might pick up more points. Fuck them, mate. Just fucking go do it.
I agree. I just think, fuck it. Let's just everyone else.
You know what I was saying the other day? Because you know what, we can sign him. He's just coming back from injury. They might let him go out on loan. Gabriel Jesus.
I'd love him. I think he's such a good player.
Yeah, so do I. Thought, we could get him on loan to the end of the season with World Cup. Nah, he just comes back, starts scoring. He scored a great goal against us as well. I was like, shit. Yeah, go on, then.
If we don't get anyone, do you think we've got enough to stay up, barring we don't get any like serious injuries?
I am starting to get a little bit worried. I'll be honest. Obviously, 2 weeks ago I was sound, and then obviously West Ham had a decent, pulled a couple of wins together. I thought, we're okay. Yeah, I thought we're okay, but I'm starting to feel like we are one DCL injury away from going down. You know, I really do think that, because if he gets injured, who the fuck's going to score our goals? You know,
we'll recall Harry Gray, won't we? Because he's scoring.
Well, you know what? I'm going to talk about something right now. Yeah, you know, we're playing two up front right now, and we need somebody that's a bit mobile, that's a bit robust. What about recalling Matteo Joseph, mate? Everyone forgot about him.
Gowhart.
Matteo Joseph, mate. I'd recall him. Don't never get anybody. I'd recall him from his loan, and I'd play him up front with Calvert-Lewin.
I mean, he didn't want to. He wanted to go out though, didn't he?
Yeah, because he didn't think he was going to play. Because we were playing one up front at the time. Now we're playing a 3-5-2. Get him back, mate. I know. I'd get him back. I'm telling you now. He's better than Perot.
I mean, it's a shout. It's a shout.
Why has everybody forgot about this kid, mate? Why has everybody forgot about this guy? Get him back, mate. Get him back. If we're not signing anybody, why not?
I don't think anyone's forgot about him. I just think it's more of a case that didn't really do a lot on the championship.
Yeah, I know, but at the end of the day, mate, people catch fire, don't they? People catch fire. Just do it. Why not? We need bodies, mate.
Fergal says if we get someone on loan, he won't play.
Yeah, he's probably right there.
I agrees. I agree.
Yeah, we'll probably end up getting a player on loan, and then Farker leaves him on the bench. I do not want to set up the harmony of our players. Do you know what I mean? Fucking, he's right. I know Joseph is not it. I know Joseph is not it.
But what if he wears technically a dream coat? Will he be it then?
Yeah. But I know, honestly, I'm really grasping at straws here. Okay, I'm not saying Joseph is it. But, I mean, we haven't got anybody else, have we? We've got two injury-prone strikers.
Well, there's Gowhart as well, and there's Harry Gray.
Yeah, I know, but they ain't going to call them two. He won't play them two. He would play Joseph over them two. I know he's not it, but I mean, look, I'm really grasping at straws here. Really am.
See, I'm of the persuasion that I absolutely think that there are games that we can win with our current squad, bar injuries, and I
Yeah,
think
by injuries.
we'll have enough.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin hasn't stayed fit for 5 years.
Yeah, but we're working wonders with him. We're giving him a lot of drugs in his knees and stuff.
Yeah, well,
You know what
God,
I mean?
I'll put a lot of drugs in me if Leeds carry on like this,
Yeah.
mate. I'm telling you.
And he hasn't looked like he's gonna get injured. But we all know that we're like
February 2nd. February 2nd. February 2nd. No, sorry.
Friday. You'll get injured Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Friday, Dominic Calvert-Lewin out for the season. Oh, God. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you.
Pro just goes, right, I'm going to save the fucking day. Has a
What a
split.
waste of the sub yesterday.
Scores
Well,
20. I mean, you thought, what was really going to happen at that point when he come on? You might as well give him a little run out. See if you can do something in 5 minutes to make someone come in and go, I'll pay 50 million for Pro right now.
yeah, that's not going to happen, mate. He doesn't want to go over, does he?
No, he wants to prove
I'm
himself.
saying, don't do Yorkshire pudding up in Rangers. That's what he's saying, the little knob. They don't do Yorkshire tea. I don't want to drink Buckfast on my lunch breaks. That's what he's saying. Fucking soy out.
It's because his dealer lives right next to the Four Parch.
Yeah.
So it's easy for him to get his stuff. So
he shot us. There's a shot attack.
I don't know.
There's definitely plenty of dealers in Glasgow. Do you know what I mean? He'll be all right.
Yeah, that not Harry. He don't do heroin though, does he? Just as the That's very stereotypical.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Train spotting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to completely ruin him. I still think that there is. See, the thing is, like, people just think we're not doing anything, and we both know that's not true. We both know that there's obviously they're blaming like this Underwood as the cause of all of our pain and struggles. There's a team. There's a network of people that are looking at players and giving opinions and ideas where we can get them. And we know we've got all this. They need to be right for the club. They can't be arseholes. And there's a lot of arsehole footballers out there. But I don't think we're just not doing anything. And I think we are trying. Obviously, we wanted fucking JSL, as I called him, JLS last week. We wanted him. But we, like I agree with everyone that's said it. He's not worth the money that they wanted for him. So I agree with the club not paying that money for him. And I don't think he's gone to a club that's going to do much better than us. If they do better than us as well.
Oh, they look crap today. Nottingham Forest would have won if they never got a man sent off. Nottingham Forest had like 7 shots or something like that in the second half as well. Do you know what I mean?
So that comes from the manager, because obviously when the managers come out and sort of spoke about how he feels about his position in that club, when you've got a bit of discontent from your manager at that level, it's gonna, it's not gonna do well for your team. And they've lost their best 2 players in the summer. They lost Eze, and then they've lost Gay, and they're losing Mateta as well. So I think they even with Strand-Larsen, imagine they bought him and then he gets relegated anyway. So that'd be funny.
That would be funny. And then we buy him at the end of the season when we get in Europe.
No, we won't want him then. We'll have better targets in mind for the summer window. But I do think that there is there's definitely talks going on, and I know it's easy to say.
Imagine we sign like 3 players tomorrow. Do you know what? I'll take a loan and 2 players. I'll take 3 players tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be a busy day because I really need it.
Is one of them going to be a keeper?
I think so. I don't know, man. I don't think so. But I do agree with you. I'd put Perry back in. But obviously what Fergal's just said there. I honestly think our recruitment this year has been really good. Obviously, maybe not in the goalkeeper section, but I do think there's a good keeper in Perry as well. He just needs to be taken out of the firing line. Yeah, I agree, man. Goodmanson, good player. Stack, hot and cold, but good player. obviously there's some of the players that are coming from last year. I mean, even Bornau looks okay when he comes into the team as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? James Justin's been decent. Nemecha, Calvert-Lewin, they've all been fairly good, mate. I can't moan at any of that. BO's been great. The rest of it, it's just obviously the goalkeeper, but there just hasn't been enough of it in my eyes. There's
Okafor as well. Okafor's still
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It goes past players and that goes well, really strong on the ball, really good dribbler. Then play. Well, to be fair, we did play a ball through to Bogle yesterday, didn't he? That weren't too bad, but
yeah.
I'm
It just fits in spurts with a minute.
Yeah, Bonanotte, obviously we're not seeing enough of him yet, but I mean, you can see he's got good touches, but then he plays shit passes out and that as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, with him, he's just. I think they just got him just as a warm body, if in case anything happened to Aronson. But Aronson will never be injured. He's made of American eagle feathers. He's fucking robust, and do you know what I mean?
And Red Bull blood.
Yeah, but I mean, even he tried yesterday, but you can see he was trying. But I mean, watching Declan Rice just bump him around was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I stated, it's like when you've got a way of playing, and we're pretty good. I think we're a decent team when we're on it, but when you come up against a team that does everything that you do better, you just have to accept that and go, well,
They are like the lead on steroids, aren't they? Big set pieces, big bastards, getting the balls into the box, brilliant on corners. Do you know what I mean? All them running all them players running from the back post to the front post caused absolute chaos yesterday, man. Absolute chaos. But I still think Zubimendi's goal should have been disallowed.
Do you think why?
Because Gabriel fucked Ampadu to the floor, didn't he?
Did it? I don't know. I just think the keeper should just saved it anyway.
Oh yeah, Darlow should. Do you know what, they've given Madueke that goal yesterday as well, haven't they? So it's not an own goal by Darlow, but I swear you can tell. Sorry, I just want to get back to that goal for a second, if that's all right. You can tell Darlow shouted for that because Dominic Calvert-Lewin's ducked.
See, that's what I was saying, because I didn't. Yeah. I've watched it back again, and I didn't. Obviously, you can see that he almost sort of pulls his head down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he has heard the shout and he's gone, right, got this, and he went, "No, I ain't got it. I'm going to slap it into the goal."
Carl Darlow, please. I'll tell you what. Imagine we're going out tomorrow. I don't know,
Darlow.
James Trafford on loan or something. James Trafford on loan. That would be good. I'll take that.
Saying that, but that's not going to happen, is it?
Why? He's not playing. You've got Donnarumma, mate. Well, I suppose they've just sold Ortega, haven't they? They've just sold Ortega to Forest.
It's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, we should have been all over that one as well. That would have been a good goalkeeper for us.
It would have. And the thing is, I just don't think we're going to go for a goalkeeper. They're just
going to try and get a striker. We're going to end up with Chris Wood. Something like that.
I'll take Chris Wood.
I'll take Chris Wood as well, on loan anyway.
I think Chris Wood in this team and the way we play, I think would be almost perfect. An almost perfect replacement for DCL if he does get injured. But I still think there's another type of forward that we need.
What's that then, James? Talk to me.
A fast one. One that can run behind.
What does he play non-2 off him then? Why don't he play non-2 off Calvert-Lewin?
Because Nonto's a winger and he's not going to play him up front.
He can play through the middle, mate. He was a striker for a lot of his career.
He can, but I'm saying he won't play.
Yeah, I know. I think he hates Nonto. I reckon Nonto stole one of his students off him or something like that in Leeds, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Farke was trying to chat with these birds, right? These students in Leeds. And then Nonto's went up there and goes, "Hello," in his really little sweet voice, and they start going, "Oh, you're so cute." And Farke's like punched him in the back of the head. Yeah, they know his song. Punched him in the back of the head, and now he just doesn't play him anymore because he stole his thunder when he was trying to chat with the young women. So that's what I think's happening.
I think Farke just like secretly holds the longest grudges in the world.
Oh no, yeah.
When it comes to the end of Nonto's contract, and he goes, "I kept you here all this time, Remember when you wanted to leave? That's why I never played you. Ha 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 ha. And now
Is he
your career
Spanish?
is on. What?
Is he Spanish?
He was at the time when he speaks to Nonna. At the end of
Yeah,
the con.
yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Poor AO game.
this is doing my
F1
head in as well. This is doing my head in as well.
Why? See, I'm gonna let's get into this. Why?
Because I just love the bloke. He's a good player. Give him a run of games, get his fucking game back. Do you know what I
I
mean?
agree that he's a good player, but
Just remember how many games ago was Chelsea, yeah?
yeah.
And do you know what I mean? He ain't. I don't know what he's doing. He seems to suck Gruev off. Put his finger up the Bulgarian
Yeah, but
bomb,
Grab
mate.
hasn't done anything wrong. See,
But
this
he
is the
hasn't
other
done
thing
anything
that
right
annoys
either.
me.
He hasn't done anything right either.
He does a job, mate, and this is what I'm saying. He's not played badly, and I've said this about Farke and his consistency. He's not just going to put players in when they're not doing anything. Take players out when they're not. Grav, since he's come in like for the Liverpool game and stuff, when at their ground, he's played well. He's done nothing wrong. He's kept the ball. And yes, I do think that at some point we need to see Tanaka, but not just for the sake of it. Like, he likes consistency in his team, and if he can play a consistent team, he prefers that. If no one's doing anything wrong and he believes in them, he'll keep them in. Now Longstaff's come in, and we've got Stack. I don't think you'll see much more of Gruev now. I think Gruev was more of a stand-in of a defensive sort of person, because Longstaff is good at doing that. Stack's good at doing that. Now Stack's come back, he's getting more fit and he'll be playing a lot more. Longstaff's come back, he's up to fitness. I don't think you'll see a lot of Gruev. And I think Tanaka, as good as he is, and I agree that I want to see more of him, but I think there's just this reluctance because of what he can't do defensively, and he can't do it in this league. He can't. He was okay in the Championship, but he's an attacking sort of player. And I mean, maybe if you don't play Aronson and you play two forwards, you might then see a Tanaka as a more of an attacking sort of midfielder. But while we're in this position, I think he sees Tanaka as more of a risk than a help to the team. But I agree, I want him to play, but I don't agree with just take Gruev out, because Tanaka's better when he hasn't doing anything wrong, if you know what I mean. I do want to mention about Gruev, actually. Did you see the have you watched the video when they talk about the kids when they go out to the community? Have you seen that video, Kev?
No.
You watched it? Oh my god,
No.
it's so funny. They get, because obviously there's, sorry to go off topic a minute. They're talking to like kids in the community in Leeds, and that like they struggle like with making friends and that, and they go and play football, and they build a community, and they get the most timidest kid, and they get Gruev to interview him, and he's interviewing him like he's a drill sergeant. This kid's going, I just want to get some friends. And Gruev's like, yes, but what about the coaches? The coaches are nice, aren't they? They're very good. And I'm just like, fucking hell, Gruev. It's so funny. You have to watch it. But yeah, I think now you've got these other two midfielders in, I think you'll see less of Gruev. I just don't think he trusts Tanaka in a defensive aspect. That's my opinion. Although I think he's a really good player as well.
Do you think Tanaka will be playing higher up the league? More. Say we were higher up the league.
Yes.
Yeah, I
if we
think
were
so.
more in a more comfortable position where we could be a bit more freer and flexible, and we weren't at risk of, say, if we lose a game, it'll put us in real danger. Then yeah, I absolutely believe we probably play a bit more. Yes, mate. I do.
It wouldn't surprise me if he sold tomorrow over though.
Well, that's the other thing as well, yeah. So there's the option. I mean, would you accept that? If they said, right, we're going to sell Tanaka, get a bit of money, we're going to get two players in, a forward, and I don't know, maybe a backup left wing back or something, I don't know.
No, I don't want him sold. I love Asian culture. I love Japan. I love all that sort of shit. He is my lead link. That links my fucking like pastime. Yeah. Like my gaming, my fucking like some of the anime and that I watch and that. Tanaka is my link with lead. You know what I mean? I do not want him gone because it blends my football in as well. don't. I know it's a selfish thing, but I love having a Japanese player at our club who's good. Do you know what I mean? It ticks a lot of boxes for me because he's great, and I can think, oh God, Japan. Do you know what I mean? And I really want to go there, and I want to go. Yeah, and I want to go. I want to be mates with Tanaka. I don't want him to stay, mate. Do you know what I mean? I want me and him to go out for dinner and that. I just want to go out and laugh with him, have a few Stellas. Me and Tanaka, a few Stellas, mate. That's all I'm interested in.
That'd be a great night. That would.
Honestly, I would show him the town.
You'd show him the town. Which town would you show him? Nania.
West Orchards, mate. No, I'm telling you.
Let me watch.
Yeah, honestly, no, never sell Tanaka, never ever, unless you replace him with I don't know. Give me somebody good. I just don't see any strikers being available now in the next 24 hours. Well, it's less than 24 hours now till the transfer window closes. I don't see any striker. I don't see any. I mean, Nonto and Tanaka are probably only players with decent sell-on value that we probably could get rid of.
Yeah.
And obviously, I could possibly see Nonto going tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I like Nonto. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a great player in there with a very high ceiling.
You just can't touch it. It's about 2 foot.
Yeah, that's the issue at the moment. I just don't see anybody being available tomorrow unless we go down somewhere like the Championship and take a punt. And I can't think of any striker down there that could change our season. There's not a Gyökeres down there. There's not a Jorginho Rutter. There's not Somerville down there at the moment.
Had you right there?
Yeah, I know. I would literally say I was just thinking about him literally when he said that. I would not sign him. He's dog shit as well.
He is dog shit. He is. You know that there's going to be a name dragged from the.
Yeah, I've saw some stuff. I've saw some stuff on Facebook. Yeah. I've saw some stuff on the socials today about Leeds are interested in a domestic loan and still getting another. Oh yeah, at least you're just bringing it up now, but yeah, a domestic loan or something like that. But I mean, it's not from credible sources, James, that I've seen.
No,
do you know what I mean?
I know.
It's it's some geezer that everyone says is makes shit up who's trying to be one of them ITKs. No, Joe Tiffany or something like that.
Oh,
yeah, Tiffany. Exactly. Yeah, so don't believe. Yeah, don't believe that shit. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, I hope it's true. I really wish it was true. At 7 o'clock tomorrow, don't go to bed just yet. And we've signed Erling Haaland. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I don't see. Honestly, I'd say the only achievable half decent striker would be Jurgen Strand Larsen because I think he'd probably be good with us, but he ain't worth the money that they're talking about. Right. I can't think of a striker. I can't think of a striker at any club at the moment that we can go out there and get that I know of. You know, someone I know that would.
Do you know what, Kev? You don't have to think about that because that's not your job, mate. So don't worry about it.
Do you know what I thought about a few weeks ago? I thought about Tammy Abraham. Right now he's gone to Aston Villa. I thought about him. And
Duran
would be a good one, mate. I would take him. Yeah. Left-footed striker. I'd take him. He's a Rolls Royce, mate. He's a really, really good player. But I just don't see it happening.
Let me just read this. An alert came up from Imagine Not Being Leeds saying Leeds United are pushing for 2 players. May watch after to see what he's saying. Probably talking shit, mate. To be honest with you. Like I said, I wait until I wait till Bryn Law's doing that interview, and they, you know, when they ask the same questions about when did you know that Leeds were interested in you? Have you ever played at Elland Road before? Do you know that? That's what I wait for. That's when I know it's a real thing. But it's like that. What I like about our recruitment team is that we seem to do things under the radar. And like, look at Buonanotte. I know we were after him in the summer, but he just popped up out of nowhere. Like, oh yeah, we've got him on loan. It's like, oh, okay, that's nice. So
I'll tell you what, I've got a pipe dream. I've just been thinking about somebody, right, who could come back to England before the World Cup. Yeah, Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney. I thought
he's probably on £500,000 a week though. I'm just got a pipe dream here, and that's a pipe dream. That is. Imagine we signed him though.
Yeah, imagine. Oh, there's someone. There'll be someone, and if or there'll be no
Cameron
one.
Archer, mate.
There'll be no
Cameron
one.
Archer will be playing for Leeds tomorrow. I'm telling you.
I heard as well that they might be doing it just for tomorrow, early in the morning. They might do a quick managerial change just to get the players in. I think Ange Postecoglou is coming in the morning.
Oh yeah, imagine. Right, I'm telling you now, there's going to be a team out there. There's going to be a team out there that one time Ange's going to click with, and it's just going to go mental. But no, but yeah, I mean, Ivan Toney would be great. I'm making these rumours up on the spot right now. Making these rumours up.
It's what everyone else does.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, mate, I can't think of anybody that we can sign tomorrow that we can get. So it's
that Real Madrid forward, what's his name?
Gonzalo.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that he really wants to come to us. He really wants to play with Gruev.
Because of his interview.
Yeah, he watched that interview. Like, I like the way he deals with the children. He's put a transfer request in to only play with Gruev. So that's why Gruev's starting all the time, because it's like he needs to start because we're going to get Gonzalo's really likes his interviews. So clearing up this thing, you're hopeful that we're going to get someone, and do you think, like I said, if we don't get anyone and we bar injuries, do you think we've got enough to stay up? It's a long one.
I don't know.
What? You don't know?
I don't know, man.
I think that we can't really take into consideration yesterday's game as a barometer of how we're going to play for the rest of the season. I think
Friday will be though. Friday will be.
I think the whole of the season up until this point is a good barometer. I think how we'll play against some certain teams.
But with Leeds, we are going a bad run as well, though, James.
Well, just don't say that, and it won't happen again.
All right. I do. Again, looking at the people we've got to play at home: Sunderland, Burnley, Forest, Brentford, Brighton,
Man City.
Yeah, there's definitely some winnable games there.
Yeah, there is. And I think there's enough games that we can win to keep.
When Leeds play, when Anton Stack plays well, Leeds play really well. But when he blows hot and cold, it's just a bit weird. Obviously, a lot of it relies on him and his. I
think he's been good though recently. Even yesterday, I thought he was.
He was one of our better players. Yes, he was one of our better players.
Yeah, he was.
I think Longstaff was probably our best player. Like for the minutes he played compared to his output, he was all right yesterday. Longstaff. I'd like to see him back in.
Well, that's what I mean. That there was that shout.
Where's Snacka going to play? Where's Snacka going to play? Oh, for God's sake, man! It's such a headache.
I told you, mate. It's not. That was that shout about yesterday going on. Why is Groove playing when you've got Longstaff on the? Like, because he's just come back from injury. That's why. And if you've seen him when he come on against, was it Derby? Fuck me, he was terrible. So he just like he's like he likes to build them up a bit, get them a bit longer minutes, He'll probably. I can see him probably starting on Friday and then being brought off. So you know what he does. He doesn't like to rush people in. Football says, "I'm feeling positive. We'll beat Forest, Villa, Man City. They are playing shit." Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I'll go to it. I'm going to.
Oh, you're going to the Villa game, ain't you?
Meant to be, yeah.
Just out of interest, mate. So you said Longstaff was your sort of man of the match yesterday.
Yeah.
Guys, tell me, Fergal, Honor, who's your man of the match? Mine was, I've said it, mine was Anton Stack. I thought he was good on the ball. I thought he was pretty good yesterday. It was a very, very small sort of window of people to choose from. But I thought he was good. I thought he was like good for what he did yesterday. While you're deciding who your man of the match is, let me just quickly get these up because I like to put these up. This is the momentums of the game yesterday. Change that to that. And you can clearly see
we were wicked.
And this also indicates just how much of a like that 15.15 xg is very generous, I have to say.
Yeah.
Very, but as you can see here, right? This is the point I was making. The overall possession is very even, and the touches in the box. Okay, Arsenal like 28 because they had a lot of corners and stuff. But like I said, it was how they defended their box, how they defended in the box. They were awesome in the box. So that's just what I was making. I did put this up as well. This was the team, but we don't need to go up there. This is the table that it ends on after the weekend. Obviously, there's a game tomorrow. Sunderland and Burnley are playing tomorrow. That big promoted team derby tomorrow night. So yeah, we're still 16th, 26, still above the point per game average. Now joint with Forest, who we're playing on Friday. Palace, Spurs on 29. So if we win that game on Friday,
big game now. Look at the goal difference as well.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Yeah. So if we can win that, which I think we can at home, I think we can. And what we've seen of us in recent times when we've got our shit together in terms of our team
under the lights,
seasons gone by. Yeah, when we have a bit of a poor performance, we tend to sort of rectify it pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that's a reoccurring thing that happens on Friday. So all is not lost, guys. We've still got that 6-point buffer from West Ham, and that game yesterday at Chelsea will take a lot of wind out of them, I think. Who they got next week? I've seen who they've got. They've got Burnley next week at Burnley. Yeah. So we have to win.
All Burnley, aren't we? Yeah.
Burnley. So who we got here?
You know what? Burnley signed James Ward-Prowse. You know, that's a good signing for them.
Yeah, he's a good set piecer.
Yeah, but that's what we need.
We've got Stack, mate. It's all right. Man of the match, I'd probably Stack. Yeah, not sure, mate. And we do. I agree as well. I think since he come into it after that Man City game, came a bit of a sort of one of the first players I'd put down on the pitch. I think he really grew into it. So I'm hoping he don't come back with any sort of lingering sort of injury concerns. And Burnley game will be hard one. Yeah, because they're not bad at home, are they? They're hard to break down. And like I said, I'm hoping that Chelsea game has knocked some stuff in out.
Well, Somerville and Bowen looked good yesterday. I mean, I watched that game. Yeah, Somerville turned into a world beater, mate. Hopefully, get sold tomorrow. Just we're up.
Yeah.
So
that brings us on to this last little bit. So as we say, Forest next Friday, massive game for Leeds United, for all concerned. It's a big game now. This has turned into a big game. We say it every week. This is a big game. Must win game. This. What do you think? What do you think the score is going to be, mate?
I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. Really, really nervy. Oh God,
guys, Fergal and Honor, tell me what you think the score is going to be. The sources say we're after 2 signings.
I know who are the sources, mate, because the ones I've seen, 3-1 Leeds. Who are the sources, mate? Because I'm a little bit worried about because obviously the quality of these sources, man. But if they're real good sources, I'll take it. Brown sauce, ketchup, mate.
Brown sauce, ketchup. Yeah, like I said, I think we're always going to be after people and looking at people and talking to people and trying to do the right thing. Wow! We've got a doubler.
A double 3-1.
Going 3-1 as well. So you went 2-1, Kev?
Yeah, 2-1 Nervy.
I think it might be a bit of a tight
one. You know what? I've just thought of, mate. I've just thought of.
What you thought of?
I don't know. I just had an epiphany and a lot of something I can probably see happening. Leeds taking over Evan Ferguson's loan deal tomorrow.
They can't.
Why?
They've already got Buonanotte. can only have, you can't have
yeah,
two
yeah.
loans for one club.
You can only have one from one team. You can only have two. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to go now. Oh, thanks, everybody.
Unless we turn Buonanotte into a permanent signing and then take him on loan. That's an option that we could do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'll allow that. He says Kev, he has no idea.
That means they're proper reputable then. That's what that means.
Yeah. It's Phil Hay. Even
It's Phil Hay. Yeah.
So back to my prediction for next week's game. So I think it's also going to be a tight one because obviously we're both on the same point, same goal difference. So 9-2.
9-2.
Nice tight 9-2 game. Where our new centre forward bags a hat trick.
Matteo Joseph.
We get all our loans in. We get Harry Gray. We get Gal Hart. We get Matteo Joseph all back, and then we'll start Calvert-Lewin. After 20 minutes, we bring Gal Hart on, play him for 20 minutes, take him off, bring at half time, bring Matteo Joseph on, and then we'll finish on Gray. And all 3 loans recalls will score a hat trick. Yeah, that's there we go.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. My source is Matty's thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot Ramazani, James. Yeah.
Oh, Ramazani. Yeah, forgot Ramazani. Yeah.
Forget about all these players out there. Max Vober as well. Let's get Max Vober back.
Oh, fuck Max Vober.
Yeah.
We don't need him. Yeah, that's it. I did have another banner, but I didn't put it up. It was just about this. I'll just put it on there. We won't talk about it, but I think you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, is there anything else, Kev, that you want to discuss about Leeds United or your life in general?
No, I'm just going to say, you heard it here first. Leeds are going to sign Cameron Archer tomorrow from Southampton.
And you've heard it here first or second. And in the morning, Ange Postecoglou, can't even say his name, is going to come in and just manage the transfer window and buy Mark Viduka. I think that's it, mate. I think it's gone on for an hour and 7 minutes. It's probably the longest one we've done in a while. Thank you, Fergal. Thank you, Einar, for joining me and Kevin on the Sunday Club Leeds House. Like, subscribe, pass it on to somebody that doesn't support Leeds and make them support Leeds because this will really turn them. If you're not watching this live, please, by all means, get some comments on the videos. Do that. And yeah. A couple of more comments before we go. Rama's been doing good since he came back from injury. Has he? Good for him. Fat new contract. I'll take that. I don't mind him. Hype. Yeah, so that's it, guys. We're gonna go, as Fergal says, like it. Thank you. We will be back next Sunday, Kev, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
yeah,
wait a minute.
Go on.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Yes, I know. You're right, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I've definitely got something on next Sunday, but I'll have to see what time I'm going to be done.
Well, possibly, Kevin, but join me and Einar next week on the Sunday Club, where we'll be discussing the 9-2 victory against Forest and our brilliant new signings that we will sign tomorrow. Kevin, say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks.
Take care. See you next week.